Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Michigan, where we find a Sovtard who just doesn't seem to understand anything, especially the fact that this is not an admiralty court. Yeah, that kind of stupid. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this freaking S-show on the road, shall we?
Matter is LVNV Funding LLC versus Ruth Conway, case number 244008GC. Is counsel here for the plaintiff?
Yes, Judge Hillman, Cezanne Barda.
Well, you're an attorney, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I couldn't tell based on the way you're dressed. We do expect lawyers to wear ties and suits for court proceedings, Mr. Barda.
Yes, Your Honor. I completely apologize. There are two attorneys that handled our docket via Zoom today. Both failed to appear. I don't know why, and now I'm scrambling. I apologize.
Okay. All right. Is Ruth Conway present?
Yep.
Okay. Good afternoon. All right. So, this is plaintiff's motion for summary disposition. Ms. Conway, the plaintiff filed a request to have a judgment granted in this matter. Mr. Barda, do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Our motion is based on MCR 2.116C9C10. We don't believe there's a genuine issue of material fact to move forward to trial. This is a straightforward collection matter whereby it was original creditor of Credit One Bank. LVNV purchased that, and all the chain of title and bill of sale documentation is attached to our motion. We also have billing statements showing charges made and payments made, which comports with the account stated theory in the state of Michigan. The address on those billing statement matches the same address where the proof of service went for this file. And we also have an affidavit from our client stating how much is owed at this time. Defendant not only failed to file a response to our motion for summary disposition, but also failed to file a counter affidavit, which is required by court rule. And even looking at her answer, all she states is she doesn't believe that this is her debt. I believe that plaintiff has provided proof and has established that this account was the defendant's, and I don't believe there's been there hasn't been a defense raised to be able to prevail at this time. Plaintiff respectfully requests that our motion for summary disposition be granted.
Okay. All right, Ms. Conway. So I have this motion for summary disposition that was filed by the plaintiff back on December 17th. I don't have any written response that was filed by you. I see you're holding up some kind of a receipt. I don't know what that's a receipt for, but we did receive your answer to the complaint. What date is on that receipt that you're holding up, ma'am?
October 29th.
Okay, so I think you're referring to your answer to the complaint that you filed in this matter, which was dated, let's see, which is dated October 28th. So I'm guessing that what you're holding up is verification that you filed an answer to the complaint. However, there was a motion for summary disposition, and basically
I never got that. I never got that.
Ma'am, hang on. You need to listen while the court's talking, and then I'll give you an opportunity to talk afterwards. So there was a motion for summary disposition. That's a request for a judgment, and it has an affidavit attached to it, and it has bills showing that you had a Credit One credit card and that you had made certain charges. It looks like there's charges to Meyer and Mason. There's charges to the city of Mason on the credit card, Dollar Tree, and Celebration Cinema. And what the plaintiff has indicated is that that Credit One account was purchased by LVNV Funding, the plaintiff in this case, and that based on the fact that you had used the credit card and you had made payments on the credit card under Michigan law, that's a cause of action for account stated, and you would have an obligation to file an affidavit indicating that those were not your charges and you did not have an account with Credit One, and you've not filed that. Is there anything you would like to tell the court, ma'am? This is the time for you to make your response.
Okay, I'm making this statement. I am here under duress. I have formally.
Oh, yeah, of course, you're here under duress. Yeah, okay. So you're using this as an excuse not to pay your debt and everything like that? Yeah, fat chance.
Put in a formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection Bureau. I don't know who LVNV Funding is. I have never heard of them in my entire life. This law firm has done nothing but harass me with document after document. I had 3 collection agencies approach me on this matter. I contacted the other 2, told them exactly the same thing I told this firm, but this firm has continued to harass me. I have made that formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection. Whether they protect me or a loaning institute is another story.
Well, when you get a loan, you're supposed to pay it back. It's not free money. But a lot of Sovtards tend to think that it's a magical access into their mythical trust fund that they claim exists, but there's no evidence of. Yeah, I wonder what your excuse will be.
I am here under duress. I live on Social Security. I will be 69 years old in the fall, and I do not have a job. I do not work. I have 14 grandchildren. I'm a mother of 5, and 2 of them are veterans of the United States military. I help with my 14 grandchildren. So I don't have a job. I will collect Social Security.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you have a credit card at Credit One?
I do not ever recall having a credit card from any place, and especially I would never have a credit card with a small amount of credit. In my past, whenever I had credit, it was a decent amount of money that I had on a credit card balance that I was allowed to borrow. I don't know. You tell me why I get a phone call every other day of somebody trying to sell me.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm
finished.
I want to speak.
Wow.
That I get a phone call every other day. How do these people know I don't have Medicare B? How do they know that? I get harassed to buy Medicare B. I can't afford Medicare B. I live on Social Security. So how do I get them knowing I don't have it? You tell me.
Okay. All right. Anything further, Mr. Barta?
No, I would ask for our motion to be granted at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Conway, we do have rules in lawsuits in terms of what's necessary to get past a summary disposition motion. You would have been required to file an affidavit verifying that you never had any credit card with Credit One, and that you were not the person that used this credit card that was in your name and made out to your address. And
Excuse me, but I was never asked. I was never asked by the court or received a document telling me I needed to do that. You're taking advantage of somebody that's not being represented by an attorney under maritime law.
Dumbass, this is not an admiralty court. This is not the high seas. This is a court on the land, and this particular court happens to deal with debts. So how is it admiralty law? Please explain that, because inquiring minds want to know the depths of your psychosis.
I'm representing myself under the power and the attorneys of Jesus Christ.
Okay, all right, thank you, ma'am. So a summary disposition is granted for the plaintiff, and
I live on Social Security. I know federal law.
Ma'am, you need to stop talking while the court's talking. Mr. Barta, you can submit a judgment under the 7-day rule with the court. That's all for the record. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you guys with Donald J. Trump. Maritime law is going bye-bye. You're going to have to all relearn constitutional law, thanks to MAGA and us anons.
Yeah, it seems like you're the one that's going to have to relearn everything, especially the branches of government. You see, Donald Trump is in the executive branch, while what you're talking is in the judicial branch. Go look up the separation of powers, because the office of president is not a monarch, so you might want to actually study up on all this, because you're not exactly a good representative of the baby boomer generation. You said you were in your 60s, and that's roughly about the baby boomers. So yeah, very poor representative on your part, education wise anyway. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
This could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
You don't want to go to jail.
For what?
You read this.
I don't have to listen to
Read it.
anything. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not listening. Gosh. I'm not.
No, sexual oriented protection.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
You suck. They think they know it all. What's the Third Amendment, punk? Tell me the Third Amendment and I'll leave. What's the Third Amendment? What's the Third Amendment and I'll f***ing leave right now. What's the Third Amendment? Tell me. What's the Third Amendment?
Most definitely. Because you don't understand why I'm here with a camera doesn't mean I have to get out of here. Doesn't mean I have to leave. Doesn't mean I have to go. That sort of thing.
Well, this is what we're going to do, Lieutenant. We're going to have to enforce the CT and have you leave the property. Per the postmaster, per the lead, per the person, the landlord of this facility. So with that said, I've got too many entities I know.
You gave me a warning to get off the property. I got off the property.
I need your name and date of birth.
No, sir.
You're either going to provide or you're going to jail.
I'm going to remain silent, sir.
Okay.
You want my name and date of birth?
Put your hands right now.
You chose poorly.
Morning, Deputy Reagan, St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. 2 reasons I'm stopping you. 1, Pine Island, the speed limit's 25. You were going 36. Okay. That's still 10 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. It's 25. No, it's not 25?
So, I was going at 35.
So that's 10 over. You just told me that you're going 10 over the posted speed limit.
No, I didn't tell you that.
Yes, you did. You said you're going 35, right?
Yeah, but I said
That's a 25.
35.
No, ma'am. The whole thing's 25. The other issue is your license plate cover is illegal. You can't have a tinted license plate cover over your license plate.
Hi. How are you? Okay. I'm doing good. Well, you're detained right now. You're not free to leave, okay? Why? I've been calling after you. You know you're not to be on campus. No. Put the phone down. She asked me to leave and I left. No, ma'am. So you guys... You're now under arrest. You guys were arresting me for nothing. No. You know, you've been arrested for this before.
Dumbass! You dumbass! You're a dumbass. Such a dumbass. You're an ass.
Dude, so there's no way I can get in, bro? Come on, I'll put you on my YouTube.
But shut up, Wesley.
You got to put signs up, ma'am. If it's...
Are you Glenn Serio?
Who's that?
You know why you're kicking me out? Because you don't want someone watching a movie in the courthouse.
So, I know some of y'all are disappointed. I'm disappointed. I hope that you will continue to watch this channel because this channel has brought more good than negativity.